Hi, welcome back. This is Professor Ridge, and today's lesson 3.5, Solving Application Systems of Three Equations. So let's just try a couple exercises, see how it goes. And again, basically it's just the same techniques. Now we're just going to have three variables. So the big takeaway I want you to get from here is if you assign three variables, you need three equations to solve. So if you use three variables, you need three equations. Okay, so let's look at example 4, or exercise 4 in 3.5. The sum of three numbers is 105. The third is 11 less than 10 times the second. Twice the first is 7 more than 3 times the second. Find the numbers. So again, the idea is if I'm going to let x be the first number, y is the second number, z equals the third number. So we're going to assign three variables. So I need to come up with three equations. And luckily, each of these sentences translates to an equation. So the first sentence, the sum of three numbers, so x plus y plus z equals 105. Now the third, so the third is z, is 11 less than 10 times the second. 11 less than 10 times second. So 10 times the second minus 11. And then the next equation, twice the first, so that's 2x, is 7 more than 3 times the second. So 3 times the second plus 7. And there's your three equations. Let's put them all in standard form. So all the variables on the left, constant on the right. Okay, we'll label that 1, 2, 3. So my first step's get equation. Let's eliminate a variable. And if you notice, for equation 2, x is missing. And for equation 3, z is missing. So I have a choice. If I eliminate z, I'm going to save a step. If I eliminate x, I save a step. So let's do that. Let's take 1 and 3 and eliminate x. So let's take negative 2 times equation 1. Leave equation 3 alone. So that'll be my equation 4. So we get negative 5y minus 2z equals negative 203. Now we're going to eliminate, we got to use equation 2 and eliminate x using 1 and 3. But again, since x is already gone, 2 is going to become my equation 5. So I'm just going to write it down as equation 5 now. Now, taking equation 4 and 5, I want to get down to one variable. So let's get rid of z. Take 2 times equation 5. Negative 10, negative 20y plus 2z equals negative 22. 4 we're leaving alone. Negative 5y minus 2z equals negative 203. That'll be my equation 6. So I get negative 25y equals negative 225. Okay, solve this. So divide both sides by negative 25. And how many quarters are in $2.25? So that's 9. So 225 divided by 25 is 9. Negative and negative make positive. Alright, so that's y is 9. So now I got to go back up into equation 4, 5, plug in 9. So let's plug it into equation 5. Negative 10 times 9 plus z equals negative 11. Solve it for z, so add 90 to both sides. So z is 79. Okay, now we have y and z. So plug those into equation 1, 2, or 3 to find the remaining variable. So let's take equation 1 and plug in x, we don't know, y is 9, z is 79, solve it for x. Subtract 88, x is 21. Oh, but it's not 109, it's 105. So subtract 88, 105 minus 88, 17. So x is 17. So now here you don't write the answer to the point because it's a word problem. So we answer the question, find the numbers. So the numbers are 17, 9, and 79. Okay, so number 22, the New York Knicks recently scored a total of 92 points on a combination of 2-point field goals, 3-point field goals, and 1-point foul shots. Altogether, the Knicks scored 50 baskets and 19 more 2-pointers than foul shots. How many of each kind were made? Okay, so we're going to let x equal number of 2-point y equal number of 3-pointers and z be the foul shots. Which are worth 1 point. Okay, so we got 3 variables. I need to come up with 3 equations. So the first thing is we scored a total of 92 points on a combination of these things. So for point, if I scored 10 2-point goals, 10 point times 2 is 20. If I shot, made, say, 5 3-pointers, I would go 5 times 3, and that would be 15. And if I made 2 foul shots, that would be 2 points. And then to get a total, I would add up all 3 of these things. So that's where I'm going to get my first equation. I'm going to take the number of shots I made times 2, so that would be 2x, plus the number of 3-pointers I made, y, times the 3 points, plus the number of foul shots times 1. And I'm going to add up all those to get the total points for the whole team is 92. I also know that they scored 50 baskets total. So that's of all 3 types. And there was 19 more 2-pointers than foul shots. So foul shots, that's z, 19 more 2-pointers than foul shots. So I got to do Z foul shots. I'm writing this backwards. So I know there was, which one? 2 pointers. That's X. X is the foul shots plus 19, because there's 19 more 2 pointers than foul shots. Okay. So if I take so for instance, if I made 1 foul shot, 19 more than that would be 20. So there's 19 more foul shots, 19 more 2 pointers than foul shots. Okay, so that's right. All right, let's again put it in standard form. So the only one we got to fix is that last one. So that's equation 1. Equation 2, so x plus y plus z equals 50. Equation 3 is x minus z equals 19. All right. Well, let's get rid of, even though y is already done for me, let's just get rid of z for all 3 of them, because I got that minus z. So I'm going to take equation 1, equation 2, 2x, no, equation 1 and equation 3, 2x plus 3y plus z equals 90. X minus z equals 19. So I got 3x plus 3y equals 109. That's equation 4. Then I'm going to take equation 2 and equation 3, get rid of z. That'll give me equation 5. So I got 2x plus y equals 69. Now equation 4 and 5, I'm going to get rid of, let's get rid of y. So take equation 5 times negative 3. .69 times negative 3 is 207 negative. And equation 4, leave it alone. So we get negative 3x equals negative 98. Okay, so equation 1 is 2x plus 3y equals 92. So again, we got to be careful. This should be 111. I knew I was having trouble because I knew the answer should have been a nice even number. So that will be 96. That's a nice thing when doing this in class. I usually have students to stop me and say, wait, that's 92, not 90. So then I wouldn't have that problem carrying it out. Anyway, okay, so there we go. That's better. So equation 6 is negative 3x equals negative 96. Now I'm going to solve that. So divide both sides by negative 3. X equals 32. Perfect. All right. So now we know x. Now we got to go up, plug x equals 32 in equation 4 or 5. So let's put it into equation 5. 2x plus y equals 69. Solve that equation. So subtract 64 from both sides. So y is 5. And then take equation 1, 2, or 3 and plug it in. Let's take equation 3. 32 minus z equals 19. So subtract 32. So negative z equals negative 13. Divide both sides by negative 1. So z is 13. Alright, so now we can answer the question, how many of each kind of shots were made? So there were 32 two-pointers, 5 three-pointers, and 13 foul shots. And if you just want to do the check, let's just check it in the original. So we got 32 times 2 plus 5 times 3 plus 13. Does that equal 92 points for the game? So 32 times 2, 64, plus 15 plus 13 equals 92. And then 32 plus 5 plus 13, 50. Yep. And then I don't need to check the last one because that's the one I used to solve. But if you want to, Z is 13. Does that equal 19? Yeah. Okay. So that concludes the lesson for 3.5. Go to MyMathLab and do the exercises there. I'll see you next time.